Alright. Hello and welcome. Today, I will be discussing the difference between free weights and cables. I need Google for that. Free weights are, well, as in the name, free. You know, you could grab a dumbbell and do this and do that, do whatever you really want with them. Cables are more of a position type thing. But because I like Google's, not all the time. Google has some good definitions. Other times I think it's a lot of bullshit. So, what are free weights? I know how to spell. Free weights, including any weight you could pick up and move around, such as a dumbbell, a barbell, a kettlebell. It's pretty much what a free weight is. Sandbags, medicine balls, sandbells. I don't know what a sandbell is. Never heard that. Resistance band. That's what free weights are. You could literally... You could do, like, say, do a dumbbell chest press. Put those down, grab lighter ones, and then do raises. Also including bench press, deadlifts, and squats. I said cables, not machines, but there is different thing machines. So, yes, I kind of lied. We're going to be discussing what free weights, machines, and cables are, because I forgot the machine part. Free weights are great for anticipating how strong you are. Like a max squat, max bench press, max curl. Sometimes you could even go heavier on cables with curls. And then we have, machines where the movement is a fixed movement. So you're not moving much. Machines would be considered a leg press, a leg extension, a Smith machine, a curl machine, a tricep extension machine, which is alright if you're trying to just burn out your arms. Because when I was doing arms, I was able to get to like 140 for curls, which I can't do with a curl bar. I could barely do over 100 pounds. So, we have the free weights, we have the machines, and then we have the cables. Which, for cables, it's if there's two cables attached to it, you have to divide the total weight of the weight. So, what's that gonna? Say you can curl 95, but you have two pulleys. Divide that by 2. That? It's like 45. Not very good with math. But preferably, I do like... For like pressing, I like a free weight. For flies, chest flies, I prefer either a machine or a cable. Because I don't like the way the weights feel on my shoulders. When I go down, it puts a very big pressure right here. And even on your bicep, because you're holding it. So, your shoulder gives out. Gravity's taking over. And you're fucked for a while. But what does it say about machines? Unlike machines where the movement is fixed, free weights allow you to work in any range of motion. This means you engage stabilizer muscles. That's true. Free weights, you also have to use a lot more of your body. A lot of times it's more core, more legs, and work against gravity. Here are some of the benefits of free weights. I'm literally reading this off of Google, so you're getting my opinion and Google's. Build lean muscle. You can do that with cables or machines. Bone density, yes, because you are pretty much fighting gravity while you're doing that. Not sure about hormone health. Yeah, very, very trainable because you could use, what are they called? They're called Atlas stones. They're even called, like, a lot of strong to do it. Like, what's that one thing? Like a hay bale carry. Spelled that wrong. What else? You have the push sled, pull sled, Atlas stones, log lift, kettlebell swings, load carry, carrying, and is an intellectual aspect of strongman, yada yada yada. Why can't I remember that? It's a farmer's carry, that's what it's called. Literally, it's a squat bar. You stand under, you lift it up with your legs, and you have weight on each side, and then you start walking. What am I doing? Farmer. You can do it with kettlebells. They usually have a big ass, or that. Hate Google. Farmer walk, like, got the farmer walk. Now what the hell is the other thing? I can't think of it. It's kind of like a farmer's walk, but I can't remember the name right now. That's crazy. It was in my eye, my mind's eye. One snatch. Oh, it's a yoke. Called a yoke. It's not a farmer's walk, it's a yoke. Yes. You have weights on front and the back, each side. You lift it up, and then you walk it as far as you go. And a lot of the competitions in, like, the Arnold Classic, they walk up an incline for time. That was called. So that would actually, what was that? For, you know, various training goals. So it's just not free weights. It's pretty much log lift, farmer's walk, the yoke, the jerk and clean, what's the other one? Like the split squat or something. Split, press and clean. You could even use some weights for ab exercises. You could do that with machines too, but because you're using gravity for when you're doing your abs, I feel like it works better. And as for machines, you have the leg extensions, the leg press, the hamstring curl, the seated hamstring curl, the abductors, the adductors and the abductors. The adductors I believe is you're adding your legs together. Oh no. Alright, well there's two different kinds. So you have the adductors and the abductors. Let's pick that B, turn it D. Yes. Alright, so the alright, doesn't. This is an abductor. And this is an adductor. You add them together, and the abd is you spread them apart. Pretty much you work your inner thigh and your outer thigh. And for other exercise, you have like they have the press, like a seated press. That's not what it says. No. the seated press. Nope, that's a seated arm press. Seated bench press. That's a bench press, that's not a seated press. Okay. It's pretty much that machine. Where you have a row of weights, you pick the weight, you pick it in there, and instead of starting from the top position, you start at the bottom part. Same thing as, like, you know, say you're doing a press on a machine. You start here and you press out instead of starting here and then coming back in. Same thing with shoulder press. You start at the bottom. I mean, for dumbbells, you start at the bottom too, but machines replicate free weights pretty well, but it's in that one motion. So there's no risk factor of, if you're doing a dumbbell press, your arm slipping off, or you losing grip and just eating one to the face. You're in a static position where you're pressing. Her. Well, woman's bench pressing 375. Crazy. And machines are safe for their free weights. And cables have a continuum of resistance throughout the movement. So, with like curls, once you're up here, there's no more resistance. Because with free weights, it's all about gravity. But if you're using a cable, once you're up here, there's still resistance pushing down. Because that cable's going down through a bunch of loops to the stack. You understand me? Like if you do an arm curl, right? You know, you sit there, you do a curl. There's really no resistance once you get here, and if you do go further than this, you're moving your shoulder. With a cable, you could keep your arm straight and go as high as you want, as long as you don't move your shoulder. But there's always that resistance in cables. Cable machines. See, even though she's locked out, there's still resistance. Woo! Pushing back. That's why a lot of times, like, you have the pec deck, which is a machine. You know, you just kind of just do this. Squeeze your titties together. You can do that with cable. And you will see how strong you're not. So let's say I could, on a good day, I could probably do like 210 on the chest fly machine. And on a good day, I could probably do like each stack have 25 pounds. Because there's always that resistance, no matter what, it's a resistance. There's no like stopping point. But with the chest fly machine, I can stop at here, lock my hands in, or I can stop at the bottom and take a bit of a rest. No, boy. I want to look at it. But like I said before, with the cable, it depends how many pulleys, because each pulley, you're dividing that by another factor or some shit. Say like there's one pulley, that's the weight you're moving. But if there's two pulleys, you have to divide that weight by 2. So you're not really lifting that weight, you're lifting half of that weight. Cable. It's somewhere here. There it is. See? That's not it. But yeah, pretty much like. Which is one pulley, you're pulling the weight. 2 pulleys, it's half that weight. 3 pulleys, I don't know, this is where it starts to lose my brain. But it makes it easier to lift that 1 ton with multiple pulleys. Or that weight. Wish I could see that. Nope, that's nothing. Did you get that? No. Unlike a pulley, with a free weight or the machine, a lot of times machines just have that 1 pulley system because it's more or less for just trying to replicate the movement without, yeah, there it is, power weight, because, you know, the weight is being just moved by the pulley. It's equal, it's 1 to 1. Say the pulley's on the bottom, you're pulling up, but we're going to ignore that. This is what I'm talking about, the 2 pulley system. The weight is divided by 2. So, it's 2 to 1. Then you got the 1 to 3, and then the 1 to 4. Or 4 to 1. So, you know, that's 1 to 1. That's the weight you're lifting. That is half the weight you're lifting. That's the third, that's the fourth. That's a fourth of the weight you would lift on a pulley system. And like I said, even with machines, a lot of the times it's just to replicate the movement of free weights without having that risk factor in there. It's more safe, especially if you have like joint problems, shoulders, wrists, elbows. You're not relying on your body to withstand that weight. Unlike if you sit under a bench press and, you know, lift whatever it is, you have that weight on top of you instead of sitting in a chair like this and you're pressing out. So instead of sitting here, you're laying down where if, you know, say your arm gives out, it's coming down. And if your arm gives out here, all you're really doing is dropping it, which isn't a good idea because weight stacks do break all the time. So you want to be gentle with them. You know, do your reps, then slowly drop it, not just slam it, because it cracks. It cracks and then it's ruined for everybody. Same thing with dumbbells. The people that just, you know, they do their set and then just drop it. Like, why? Like, that's crazy. Even if I can't get that last rep, I will hug it tight and then I will throw it forward to my knees. Like, I will do some weird, like, crunch thing, throw my legs up so the weights are on my knees, and then just ride with it. And I'll stand up. You don't have to be that guy or that girl just moving a bunch of weight and then throwing it around. One, to me, you're just making a bunch of noise, trying to get attention to yourself. That's going to do it for this video. I hope my explanation was somewhat informative. I know I'm not that great at explaining things. I have to work on that. But if you liked it, please follow me. Leave a comment. Like, subscribe. And, you know, if you have anything or any ideas you would like me to run through, let me know. Until then, I'll see you the next time.